Good Friday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Orlando, Florida. Day 2 of the KSA Events Classic set to get underway as the Upperman Lady Bees take on the Phillips Loggers out of Wisconsin. I'm Noah McKay on the call, joined by the lovely Madison McKay producing things for us this morning in beautiful Orlando. And it is a good girls basketball matchup to open up the day as the undefeated Lady Bees at 9-0 take on the 5-1 Loggers. As I mentioned, at Phillips, Wisconsin. Both these teams got a win yesterday. They'll face off today, and there's a lot of interesting matchups going on. We're live on the UCR Facebook page and UCR YouTube channel. If you're watching on either, make sure you like the stream, comment who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and share the stream as well. Understand we're going to have a fair share of our friends from Wisconsin tuning in, especially on the YouTube channel. We welcome you in, and of course a ton of Upperman fans watching back home, mainly on the Facebook page. Upperman got a win yesterday, a very familiar story. It was 38-25, and they just grinded it out and really frustrated a team out of Arkansas with the defense. They started that man-to-man, going to that vaulted zone look that they can change up to look a whole bunch of different ways. And as a result, they got to 9-0, trying to get to 10-0. Once you get to 10-0, it becomes a story. You're in a double-digit wins with no losses. And they're going with a fresh uniform combination today as Upperman, the road team, with the gray jerseys, gray shorts, gold numbers and letters, against Phillips in the white jerseys with black shorts. Tip, one back by Upperman, and Bella Mullins will possess into the front court for the Lady Bees. Good morning, Derek in the Facebook comment section. 8 a.m. back home, rise and shine. If you know me, this is the middle of the night, but here we go. Let's play basketball. Taylor Delente had a great game yesterday. Swings over left side Hamilton. Delente over to Butler, back to Delente. Delente bounced past to Gracie Butler. She splits a double team. Delente swings it over to Bella Mullins. She'll trigger the three. Bella Mullins, good. A Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. And the Lady Bees strike first at 3-0. We'll fix the camera for you momentarily. Apologies for that. Give me one moment. You're not missing anything other than a steal for Taylor Delente. And now Gracie Hamilton with it. Hamilton pushes it ahead into the front court. Hamilton, there we go. Gives up to Delente. Delente bounces it left side. Butler in the corner. Gracie Butler, corner three. That's no good, but the long rebound run down by the senior Campbellsville signee, Bella Stiles. Stiles finds Hamilton. Now they swing it around again into the corner. This time it's Delente, and it's good. One of the last people on planet Earth you want to leave open for three. Taylor Delente with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3, and it's quickly 6-0 Upperman. Lady Bees, they weren't in any sort of an offensive rhythm yesterday, but were able to settle in at the end of the game, rely on the defense, and get the victory. They want to make some more shots today. A good start, 2 for 2 from downtown, and they lead 6-0. Left side swiped by Stiles. Now racing back to get it, the young lady who they had circled, Eckert. And Brooke Eckert with a lot of size and skill. Upperman ready for today, at least they hope they are. Driving inside, shot thrown up, and a foul is called. It's going to be a trip to the line here for Phillips. An all mascot team permanently. The Phillips Loggers. You know we love our different mascots at UCR, and the Loggers, that's an awesome one. First free throw rattles home, and the Loggers are on the board at 6-1. Second one no good. Rebound tipped, and Butler's able to tiptoe tightrope down the line, and she'll bring it up. Fires it ahead looking for Mullins, but up and out of play. Possession goes back to Phillips. PD, I agree with you, brother. 8 a.m. is mighty early for a basketball game. Upperman in a full court press. Now fighting for it, Stiles, and it's a loose ball, goes to Delente. Delente picks up dribble, sends over to Mullins. Mullins has already hit 1-3. Back and forth to Bella Mullins. Mullins flips it back left side, Delente. Taylor Delente, it's online, and it's good. Another Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Taylor Delente very comfortable in Orlando, and now the double team forces a pass ahead. Butler nearly gets the steal, but instead they kick back out. Phillips trying to get set up in the half court. Easier said than done. A fast start for Upperman offensively gives them an 8-point lead just minutes into the ball game. Now a pass looking inside. It's stolen away. Another turnover. Here comes Gracie Butler the other way. Butler turns and burns across the timeline. Picks up dribble, in some trouble. Able to bounce it to Mullins. Delente in the corner. Delente has it knocked away from her out of play, and possession stays with the Lady Bees. And here comes another shooter, Sadie South, checking in. Just 6 points yesterday, but they were timely. She gave them another spark with a couple of threes in the second quarter. That got them rolling. And now she checks in for Mullins. Butler bounces it to South. South surveys a nice flip pass across to Hamilton. Hamilton gives off Delenti. Delenti. It's her dribble now. That one's tipped up into the air, and they'll bring it the other way. Egebrecht throws up the shot. Good and one. Hamilton didn't get her money's worth, and that's a nice finish for the Phillips Loggers. And Egebrecht, who scored, it's a fun last name, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it, so if it is, I apologize. But she's got 4 points already and can make it 5 with a trip to the line. That sends Cora Bass to the scorer's table for Upperman. Jimmy, it is 67 degrees and very windy. We got a little tropical issue blowing into Orlando tomorrow. We're going to try to get out of here quickly. I am, at least. The Bees and Lady Bees staying until Sunday in the midst of all that rain. Free throw no good. Cora Bass runs the point. Picks up her dribble, flips it over left side. Butler back to Bass. Bass thought about the three, instead puts the dribble down. The zone comes out to her. Now Gracie Butler, she'll trigger the three. That one no good. Fight for the rebound, goes out of play. Where's it going? It's going to Phillips the other way. Keep those comments flying in here. Make sure you've shared it. It's a Friday morning early. What better way than to blow off a little work by watching some high school hoops? We'll have the boys later on as Butler has another steal. That's 3 steals in the first opening minutes for Gracie Butler. Here comes Delenti. Delenti flips over left side. Cora Bass. She activates to the baseline. Bass working through traffic. Flip back. Delenti again for 3. That one rims out, no good. Rebound down to Eckert. She had a big game yesterday for Phillips. Eckert led them in scoring, and now Matea Eckert gives off right side. Now, Mack over to Eckert. Eckert swings it around left wing side to Williams. Pardon me, that's Lehman. Lehman works it back right. I saw 4. I thought it was 44. 3 on the way. That's in and out. No good. A rebound for Gracie Butler. And now Butler again pushing the tempo. Butler sends over left side. Kick back to Delenti. Stiles calling for it. Delenti gives off left side to Cora Bass, who triggers the 3. That one off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound down, and it's stolen away again by Gracie Butler. Butler working around contact, a nice steal. And now here come the Loggers, but that pass is errant, and it's stolen back by Stiles. Bella Stiles throws it up, good for 2. Stiles in transition, and the way it's gone this year, this feels like an offensive explosion for the Lady Bees. They got 11 points in the first quarter. And now we have a whistle and a stoppage. Oh, and there's a little blood up top. So the pause was to figure out what it was. I think she's just going to get tended to. Not sure if it's blood or if she's just a little injured as she took a shot somewhere. I apologize, I missed it. Hopefully she's all right. Up here she is, just holding her nose a little bit. Hopefully that pain will subside quickly. Eckert with it. Eckert gives off right side to Lehman. Lehman now outside for 3. That shot no good off the back of the rim. Long rebound out. Should be Upperman ball, and it is Upperman ball. They lead 11-4. Apologies on the scoreboard. 11-4 on the and one. Bass working around. Now finds Mullins. Mullins gives off to South. South works around the defense. Back to Bella Mullins. She's back in the game. Mullins becoming this team's go-to point guard. Now Delenti. Delenti goes into South, who ran the free throw line. Now they swing it around back to Mullins. Thought about the 3, and Stig is off to Bass. Bass puts the dribble down, slices through, and that's a jump ball. A nice play by Brooke Eckert. She grabbed hold of it, and this ball is going to go the other way to Phillips. Again, I have to go a long way to see the clock, so apologies for that. It's 2 minutes and 1 second to go here, and my lovely wife was correct. It's 11-3 on the scoreboard. So if you're scoring at home, that's Mads 1, Noah 0 on the stat keeping. Again, we can't see the scoreboard. That's why there's some confusion. I have to stand up and go look. Here's a steal for South. It goes to Mullins, and now she'll bring it up the other way. Mullins kicks off Hamilton. Delenti, she'll trigger the 3. Taylor Delenti again, her 3rd. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate, 3 of the quarter. And Upperman opening it up early. They're up by 11. Now a pass out of play and possession back to the Lady Bees. So again, if you're watching on YouTube and you're saying, hey, what's he talking about with the comment section? We got a comment section on Facebook, very, very active. That's where most of our viewers come from, but we're also simulcasting to YouTube, so we welcome you in. A lot of our friends, I believe, from Wisconsin are tuning in there. They heard about the stream, and glad you're able to watch the team you're a fan of as well. There's a timeout called here by Phillips with a 14-3 advantage to Upperman. Taylor Delente shooting the lights out. 3 threes already in the first quarter. Bella Mullins also has one for the Lady Bees as they're out in front by 11. Upperman enters this game 9-0 on the season, and they've played a pretty good schedule, especially back home. That's a real 9-0. A very good Siegel team. PCA, I'm telling you, is probably the team that's going to lose the Webb Invitational in the postseason, but they may be the second best team in Division II in that bracket. We'll see Webb next week in the Frank's Christmas Shootout. Once again in Sparta, we will be streaming every game featuring an Upper Cumberland team from the Frank's Christmas Shootout in Sparta. White County is there, York is there, DeKalb County is there. As Mullins gives off to Sadie South. She triggers the three. That one no good. Rebound tipped around. Stiles in there, and Ava Allen bounces off of her, and possession's going to go. Yeah, they first signal to Upperman, but it's definitely Phillips basketball, and so they get it corrected. Lady Bees would have taken it, but no question. Now pushing it up, and Sadie South getting in there. Look at the freshman making the play. She steals it away to Allen. That's right in your living room. Stiles with it. Gives off to Mullins. Another turnover forced by this Lady Bees press defense. Hamilton flips over yet to Mullins. Mullins gives in Hamilton. Flips it into Stiles. Tic-tac-toe for two, but it won't go. It's knocked out of play, and it stays with the Lady Bees. The Loggers trailed yesterday in the first half. They were able to rally back, forced several turnovers in that game, so certainly nowhere near out of it. We got a lot of basketball to play as Allen has it. And so far, it's been Upperman's defense who has controlled the day. Hamilton out to South. Lady Bees defense that has allowed more than 28 points once. Miscommunication as South and Mullins somehow saved it, but it went out of bounds and possession goes back to the Loggers. Again, selling right back into this high-pressure defense. That one tipped ahead, and it's stolen again. This time Stiles. They're fighting for it on the ground. South is there as well. Eckert muscles it away. A chance for the Loggers. Nice pass ahead. 2 up and in. Good job staying calm in the chaos by Timmers. Her first basket. This would count if it goes. It does not. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. A good first quarter for the Lady Bees from Baxter. After one, they lead 14-5. You're watching Upperman basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Want to be in your new home before Christmas? This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features all appliances, including a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. Best of all, the owner is offering a $10,000 credit at closing, which you can use for closing costs or a 2-1 mortgage rate buy-down or a price reduction. For more information, call owner-agent Sonia Brown, realtor at American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581. Frontier Chevrolet is under new management with a community focus and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the 2023 Chevy Silverado and Chevy Equinox. Frontier Chevrolet should be your first stop. Call Frontier Chevrolet today at 931-823-1255 or visit them online at caseyschevy.com today. Frontier Chevrolet is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Taylor Delente with 9 points in the first quarter, all from behind the three-point line. Paces Upperman as they lead 14-5 out of Phillips, out of Wisconsin, a one-loss team facing the undefeated Lady Bees. Bella Mullins with it. She goes off to South. South inside out passing Delente now to Mullins. The passing's been much better today out of the Lady Bees than we've seen in the last couple of weeks. South back to Mullins. Butler turns, now back out Bella Mullins. She'll trigger the three, looking for her second. It's no good. Rebound tipped up, and Eckert comes away with it using her size inside. Now she'll dribble it up. Eckert fires the pass over right wing side. And now that's almost stolen away, I should say, by Butler. Instead, driving in, shot thrown up, no rebound, tipped. A second chance blocked again by Stiles. A third chance here for the Loggers. Flip pass over left side. Can they save it in? Yes, but it goes right to Stiles. Stiles sends it ahead to Mullins. Mullins in transition, drives in, throws it up, and there's the call. Bella Mullins to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. When it comes to all-around players for Upperman, Bella Mullins may be the most consistent here through 9 games this year. Doesn't always score a bunch, but she handles the rock very well. She shoots good free throws, as there's your announcer Jinx as she misses the first. She's the reason they were able to win the game in overtime last week, in which they couldn't buy a bucket, as the second free throw is good for Mullins. Now flip pass ahead into the front court against PCA. Remember, Upperman couldn't buy a free throw in that game, and then Mullins went 7 of 8 at the line as they defeated a very good Lady Lions team. Shot on the other end for Eckert, no good. Stiles with a rebound and now able to spin it out. Gives off to Mullins. Upperman opening up an advantage here, 15-5. South back over to Lenti. Tried to catch it with one hand and could not keep it in. Possession goes back the other way to the Loggers. And I say tried to catch it with one hand. The pass was a little bit off the mark. Full court press. Now that's how you break it. Tic-tac-toe for the Loggers, but the two won't fall. Second chance, good and one. Finish home by Lily Miller, and she'll go to the line to try to complete a three-point play. That's what they've struggled with as Coach McWilliams calls timeout. To break that press, you got to be really decisive and really quick with the passing. That time, the Loggers were, and it's 15-7, 95 seconds into this second quarter. Once again, the boys in action at 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 Eastern. And they'll take on Homewood out of Alabama. Should be a good matchup. Ty Cobb, fresh off his first double-double in his high school career, 15 points, 10 boards yesterday. One free throw upcoming here for Lily Miller. We're here at the Game Point Center in Orlando, very close to Universal Studios. Bees and Lady Bees going to enjoy Universal Studios later as the free throw's no good. But an offensive rebound, second chance, no. That time the rebound comes down to Butler. Phillips struggling a little bit at the line here in this one early. Back off Delenti. Taylor Delenti open again, and it's good again. Her fourth. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 of the half. And Upperman back out in front by double digits at 18-7. Now inside, three, hits the corner of the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound, Eckert blocked again. This time it's Butler with the block. Rebound, scrambling around. Now a trip, and it's unintentional, but Mullins was diving for the loose ball and falling through. Egerbricht, who's back in the game, good to see that. 18-7 is our score. Mullins and Stiles checking out. Hamilton and Bass back in for the Lady Bees. They're in alongside South, Delenti, and Butler. Back into the zone look for Upperman. If you're new to watching an Upperman game, it looks like a 2-3, but it does not play like a 2-3. And now inside a push on Timmers, I should say. I can't read my own handwriting, but Timmers got a little push into the back and possession back to Upperman. Bass gives off to Delenti. Delenti back to Bass. Bass to Delenti. Now the play starts. South gets free, pulls the trigger. Good. Sadie South with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Upperman is raining the triples in this first half. Cross-court pass right on the money, and now a travel, though. In the way was Taylor Delenti, and it caused that extra step. 3 subs into the game for the Loggers as Upperman out in front 21-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triples. Just 1-2 so far, and a free throw for the Lady Bees. Delenti goes back to South. South over to Delenti. Delenti Drives past one of the Loggers. Loses it. Gets it back. Able to kick to South. Now Bass. That pass tipped out of the hands of Cora Bass, and it leads to the easy transition, too. Nicely done for the Loggers. 5 points in the game for Egebrecht. Now Delenti goes inside Butler. Butler picks up over to South. Sadie South, little shot fake, fires a pass that was tipped, but it goes to Bass. Bass wiggles inside. Now she's in trouble, able to get it to South. Butler, Gracie Butler for three. That's no good off the back of the rim. Bass tips the rebound to Delenti, extends the possession. South gives over to Hamilton. Hamilton crosses over, finds Delenti. Taylor Delenti, now Hamilton. Bounces it over to Butler. Butler inside, throws up the shot, too strong, no good. Rebound down to Matea Eckert, and now Eckert will turn and burn. Now slams the brakes as she crosses the timeline. Over right side, open three, or two rather, on the way, no good. Rebound down. Butler tipped it to herself. Here's Gracie Butler. Fires it ahead to South, who ran the floor, and Sadie South puts it in for two. But Gracie Butler is down after delivering the pass and in some pain, favoring her right leg. She's back onto her feet. Favoring her right leg as Dana McWilliams comes out and helps her walk off the floor. Ava Mae Allen's into the game. Ella Harrell also checking in for the first time. And now all attention goes to Gracie Butler. She is holding her right knee. Hopefully, just a little tweak and she is okay. She shakes her head yes as Coach McWilliams asked her something. Now back to action here. The Loggers with it. Flip pass ahead. Now the double team arrives, and it works as it's stolen away by Gracie Hamilton. Hamilton in transition. Tries to Euro through. It's knocked out of her hands, and possession stays with Upperman. 3:27 to go here in the first half. Lady Bees lead by 14. Hamilton sends the impasse to Delenti. Delenti bounces it over to Hamilton. Back to Delenti. Delenti over to Cora Bass. Now Harrell inside out passing to Allen. Hamilton over to Delenti. Again, Taylor Delenti. Good! Her fifth of the first half. Another Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate three. Now on the other end of three, that one splashed home. Egebrecht, she's keeping her team in the ball game. 5 points in the quarter, 8.5. Now inside, Hamilton over to Bass. Bass loses her footing but keeps her dribble. And now Delenti. Delenti flips it looking for Allen. That one's stolen away, and it's a foot race for Eckert. Matea Eckert, left-handed lay, good. 5 straight here for the Loggers as they try to rally back. They're back within 12. As Delenti will try to slow things down with 2:30 rather to go in this half. Driving in, Cora Bass flips it up and good. Cora Bass uses her speed to get to the rim and finishes. And here comes the full court pressure. Allen and Bass leading it. Now Hamilton arrives as Eckert drives ahead. Now spins off Matea Eckert right side. Back to her, now firing a pass inside, going up over Harrell. Good, nice finish inside there for Kendra Timmers. She's got 4 in the first half, and Dana McWilliams wants to talk about it. Not happy with that half-court defense once they broke the press. 32nd timeout on the floor. 28-16 our score here in Orlando. Let's look at some of the comments here. Mike, no doubt about it. Bill Hurst watching from Knoxville. Yeah, Krista, you're right. These are the new gray jerseys. First time that they've worn them to my knowledge, and they look very, very good out there. I like the color combinations. Brenda's cheering on the Bees. Phyllis watching. Danny's watching, cheering on Upperman. Kathy as well. Heather and Brenda. Keep them rolling. It's early. We're going to have a party in the comment section this morning. Hamilton. A little crossover. Now flips to Delenti. Delenti bounces Hamilton. Hamilton back over to Delenti. Delenti goes into Butler. Gracie Butler with room to operate. Hamilton. Gracie Hamilton's wide open for three, and it falls. Another Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate three for the Lady Bees out of the timeout. Now the pressure increases even more. Matea Eckert running out of time, and there's a foul as South reached in That's a little get-out-of-jail-free card, perhaps, with exactly 90 seconds. 9-0 to go here in the first half. They were running out of time to get across the line. Now get a fresh 10-second clock. Inbound goes back. Now they flip over to Eckert. Eckert able to cross the timeline. Now bounces it over to Brooke Eckert. Back to Matea. Now right side. Back over to Eckert. Eckert tries to pass, but the lane was blocked by Butler. Now driving in, Brooke Eckert throws it up. It was knocked out of her hands by Delenti, and so possession stays with the Loggers. 1:12 to go in the half. Left side pass. Now driving in, shot blocked by Delenti. It goes to Butler. Now Butler spins, bounces it to South. Sadie South, double team, gets the pass over to Gracie Butler. Butler works around the defender. Butler driving inside. Gracie Butler, finger roll. It was blocked, knocked out of play, and it's going to go to the Loggers. Last touch by Stiles. It's a good take by Butler, but the defense stayed with her. And now Ava Allen going to check in for Gracie Butler. We got 48.8 seconds to go here in the half. Upperman with a 15-point lead over the Phillips Loggers out of Wisconsin. Just over 200 kids in the school there, according to their coach before the game. Now that one's swatted. Sadie South knocks it over to Ava Mae Allen, and Ava Mae brings it up. Allen over to Delenti. Again, Taylor Delenti's open, and again, her sixth. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 of the half. Now on the other end, looking for the answer. That one in and out, no good. Offensive rebound out of play, and possession stays with the Loggers. 19.8 seconds to go. Taylor Delenti, 18 first half points. Corner three, that one no good. Rebound down, and Gracie Hamilton pushes it ahead. Hamilton in transition, looking over her shoulder to Delenti. Is she able to save it? Yes. Delenti bounces it to Allen. 6 seconds left for Upperman. Delenti fires a pass that's tipped to Egerbrecht. She steals it the other way, puts it up. It would count, and it's good. Count the basket at the buzzer. And again, she's really keeping her team in the basketball game. But Taylor Delenti putting on a show here in the first half in Orlando. At the break, it's Upperman 34, Phillips 18. You're watching Upperman basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and blanks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture-taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back as we gear up for the second half here in Orlando. Upperman out in front over Phillips, 34-18. Taylor Delenti, 18 points in that first half, 6. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate threes. And they've really come within the flow of the offense. They're getting her open looks, and she's making them fall. For Upperman, they're not going to be thrilled, though, with the defensive effort in the second quarter. And give credit to Phillips as they rallied back for 13 points in that quarter to keep it a ball game, despite being down 16. Now a little tic-tac-toe passing leads to the easy two, and that's exactly what I was referencing. Dana McWilliams not going to be pleased with plays like that as Mullins flips over right side to Butler. Butler goes to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Delenti. Delenti gives to Mullins. Mullins goes into Butler. Butler back out to Mullins. Bella Mullins wide open, has to trigger the three, and she hits it. The second, Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 of the game for Bella Mullins. Upperman opens up the lead now 37-20, the largest of the game. Now Eckert drives in, throws up the runner. Good, nice touch for Brooke Eckert, her first basket today. As Mullins flips a pass that was tipped out of play, it stays with Upperman. 10 threes so far in the game for the Lady Bees. Inside, Butler, one-on-one, drives right around, puts it up, no good. Styles offensive rebound, and it's stolen away from her, and it'll be a jump, I believe. It is. The possession arrow belongs to Upperman. That one, a foul is called. 37-22, our score here in Orlando. Sadie South to the scorer's table, and this was a foul on a shot. So Butler goes to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. First one up and no good. Off the back of the rim. Second one no good. 0 for 2. Rebound tipped down, and that'll be frustrating for Upperman as there's a full court pass ahead. Somehow finds the target. Nicely done. Now they go into Eckert. Back out. Foot on the line for two, no good, but right there for the offensive rebound, Matea Eckert. Now in the corner are 3 balls up. That's no good. That time Butler comes away with a rebound, and now Gracie Butler flips it ahead. That's a dangerous pass, and it's stolen in. It'll go the other way. 2 subs to the table for the Lady Bees. They need a change, and now spinning around, no communication, leads to an easy 2 for Matea Eckert. The rare falling asleep defensively by the Lady Bees is the only way you can describe that. Mullins to Delenti. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton inside out Delenti. Maybe timeout time soon here for the Lady Bees. Delenti gives off to Hamilton. Into the corner, Mullins. Mullins back to Hamilton. Hamilton flips inside Butler. Butler looking in. Styles has position. Blocked from behind. It's Eckert with the swat. And Phillips with a little mojo here as they trail by 13 on the other end. That's a 2 up. That's no good. Rebound down. Second chance up. And that one no good as well. Hamilton fights for the rebound, and she has it. Delenti tripped up by her own teammate as she comes ahead. Coach McWilliams puts 2 hands to her face. She's not happy right now. Butler inside out to Hamilton. Hamilton fires a tip past Delenti. Delenti works away from the defense, now finds Butler in at the free throw line. Back out Hamilton, over to Mullins. Bella Mullins again for 3. That's way too strong, no good. Rebound down to Lehman. And now she fires it ahead in transition, finds the target, shot put up, no good, rebounded by Butler. And timeout, there it is. I was waiting on when Coach McWilliams would burn that timeout, but just fell asleep out of that break. You could see it on both ends. 5:14 to go here in this quarter. 37-24 our score. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. Don't go anywhere.
The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for his same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
.5:14 to go here in the third quarter. It's a 13-point Lady Bees lead over Phillips out of Wisconsin. The boys take on Homewood out of Alabama at 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern. Back here in the Game Point Center in Orlando. And really, Lady Bees, Phillips playing the way they have. They got some good players, some good passing, but Upperman has fallen asleep at the wheel a few times on defense particularly. That's what it's rare to see. As Cora Bass gives ahead to Butler. Out of the timeout. Pass was tipped. Delenti goes back to get it. She picks up her dribble, finds Bass. Sadie South back into the game alongside Cora Bass. Bass gives over to Mullins. Mullins into Butler. Butler driving in, throws up the shot, too strong. There's the call, and she will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. This one going to go on Brooke Eckert. So Butler missed two just a moment ago. She's back here and try to get it rolling. And again, off the back of the rim, it's the same miss 3 straight times, and frustration there obvious on display by Gracie. She has it again. The next one up, and that one splashes home. See if that gets her rolling a little bit. First points of the game for Gracie Butler. Now a flip pass ahead. Stepping through, shot thrown up, no good. Good defense by Butler, and now she turns and burns ahead. Butler across the timeline. Picked up by the defense, gives off to Mullins. Bella Mullins slices through and sends it over left side to Bass. Bass throws up the runner with the right hand. No too strong, but tips the rebound out of bounds. If you're from Wisconsin, maybe unfamiliar with this Upperman team, their head coach Dana McWilliams has been there a very, very long time. Over 20 years at the helm in Baxter. Upperman, 3-time state champion, 3-time state runner-ups, a boatload of district championships in the most difficult district in the state of Tennessee. They are a perennial powerhouse as the right side three is up and hits the top of the backboard to go the other way. They were in the state tournament last year and fell to the eventual state champions. It was a rematch of a game in which they had defeated that team the year previous to win the state championship in their classification. In the last 7 years, the Lady Bees have been to the state tournament 4 times, as this one's tipped out of play off of South, and it'll go the other way. A good play by Egebrecht to tip it off of her, and possession goes back to the Loggers. 3:51 to go in the quarter. In that time frame, they've won 3 state titles. Right side, now that one tipped out of play. They had an undefeated run to the state championship with Akira Levy leading the way. She was the SEC Freshman of the Year several years ago. That was their 2nd straight title. And took a couple of years off and won another one. 3 up and good. Splashed home by Egebrecht, and that makes it very impressive what Phillips is doing hanging in the basketball game. They trail by just 11. Mullins trying to get the half-court offense set up. Now she swings it over to Sadie South. South pops off a screen. South with room to operate. Mullins fires a pass. It's intercepted again. Taken away by Matea Eckert. Now a full court pass with the easy left-handed lay, but it's no good. Offensive rebound, though, over right side. Shot put up, and that one finished by Matea Eckert. She's got 6 in the quarter, and here come the Loggers, trying to put together their 2nd comeback in as many days as Mullins drives in, throws up the shot. No rebound, tipped out of play. It stays with Upperman. You can see the frustration over there on the Upperman sideline with Coach McWilliams. They're not doing the things that they did to have success in that first half. Mullins flips over an inbounds pass to South. South able to get it back to Mullins. Eckert doing a great job staying active with the hands. Mullins sends it into Delenti. Delenti kicks to Butler. Butler over to Delenti. Delenti with 6 threes into Butler. South just popped into the corner. She has it. Picked up. Floats the pass over to Delenti. Delenti into the circle. Butler drives in, up, good for two. Gracie Butler with that patented drive off the free throw line. Her first two. Now on the other end, here come the Loggers. Over to Eckert. Eckert forced out, now left side. Back to her, Matea Eckert into the corner. Eckert goes back. Point three, good. Splashed home again by Casey Egebrecht. And we've got a timeout call by the Loggers, her second three of the quarter. And you blink, and it's an 8-point game, 40-32. Upperman led by 16 at the half. 2:04 to go in the third quarter. So a timeout called by Phillips, as they've done a really nice job adjusting out of the break. And I was wondering when we may, how do I put this nicely? Hear Dana McWilliams through my airtight headset. And now is the time. She is not happy in that timeout. It'll be Upperman basketball, leading by 8. Mentioned yesterday, this Loggers team erased a big deficit in the first half as well. They did a nice job of staying mentally tough in these games. Talking beforehand with the coaches, Upperman was ready for a good game today. They knew they had a good basketball team against them. Hamilton gives off to Delenti. Delenti goes inside Butler. Butler throws up the shot. No. Rebound tipped. Styles there alongside a couple of Loggers, and it's a jump with the possession arrow belonging to Phillips. See when the first three for Delenti is going to get put up. She hasn't been able to attempt one yet in this quarter. The Loggers doing a good job adjusting to it defensively. Egebrecht. Fires the pass over left side now. Trying to move that off ball. Driving in, shot thrown up over Styles. No, but the foul is called, and she'll go to the line. Brooke Eckert to the line to shoot two. Time stops with 1:19 to go in the third. It's 40-32. First one for Eckert is up, and it is good. 3 points in the quarter for her. That's all the points in the game. It's been Egebrecht with 16 for Phillips. The next one up, that one spins home as well, 2 for 2, and it's a 6-point game. Upperman found themselves in a fight. Mullins gives in to Butler. Butler thinks about the drive, instead gives back off to Bella Mullins. Mullins floats back out. Checking up at the clock, 1:05 to go. Hamilton, Delenti. Delenti back to Mullins. Mullins finds Butler. She turns and puts up the jumper in the mid-range. No. Fight for the rebound, out of play, and it'll go again to Phillips. A sleepwalking third quarter here for the Lady Bees. It's early, and Phillips is awake. Now bobble a little bit. Here comes the double, able to get out. Instead, it's stolen away. Gracie Butler with the steal, and now she turns up the Jets into the front court. Butler for two, no good. Too strong. Rebound down the other way. Egebrecht throws over right side to Williams. Williams working on Delenti. Upperman into a man-to-man, it appears. Egebrecht tiptoes, stays in bounds. Tries to shield off Mullins. Good ball screen, and now a foul. Yeah, it's a moving screen. As Mullins started to get through it, it started as a really good screen and then just spun with Bella Mullins, and possession goes to Upperman. If she stays squared up there, which is tough when somebody's hitting you, you're totally good. But once you start moving that foot, that's what the official sees. 15 seconds. Mullins gives off to Hamilton. Inside Butler. Butler back out to Mullins. Mullins finds Hamilton. 4 seconds. Hamilton over to Butler. Gracie Butler triggers the three. Good! Gracie Butler with a big Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate three to end the quarter. A strong one for the Loggers, but they were in a big hole. So as we go to the fourth, it's Upperman 43, Phillips 34. You're watching Upperman basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
In the Upper Cumberland, we understand the importance of standing strong together as a community. When we face things like disease, sickness, or injury, we rely on family, church, or friends for help. But many of our neighbors are dealing with a health emergency without these essential blessings. That's where you can help. Donations stay local, and 100% goes to help your neighbors with medicine, medical care, and essential home needs. Please give what you can.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you see the happy face on our truck, Hiller! You'll be smiling cause you know that you're in luck. Hiller! When you're fixed up and you know it, Hiller solved it like you hoped it. If you're happy and you know it, shout it out. Hiller!
One quarter to go here in Orlando as Upperman leads Phillips 43-34. Gracie Butler coming alive a little bit. She had a 3 to end the quarter, gave her 6 in the frame. That kept Upperman afloat in what was not a good quarter for the Lady Bees. Outscored by 7 as Bella Mullins with it gives it to Delenti. Now Butler pivots and spins it back to Delenti, but that one was tipped. It's a foot race, and it's won by Eckert. Puts up the shot, and there's the foul. Taylor Delenti got her money's worth, and Matea Eckert will have to earn it at the line as she goes to shoot 2. Upperman turning the basketball over quite a bit in that third frame. But they had a 16-point lead at halftime, so they had a little bit of cushion to play with, but that can evaporate quickly. Free throw no good. Second chance upcoming. Coach McWilliams coaching up Delenti over there. Easy to forget, Taylor Delenti, just a sophomore, as is Bella Mullen, or Gracie Butler, I should say. As the second one for Eckert goes, she's got 9 today. Now again, another steal. This time it's Egebrecht, but Upperman there to tie it up, and the possession arrow belongs to Phillips. And you never want to turn the ball over when it's one-on-one defense. The trap's okay, you can understand that, but there, one-on-one, you need that basketball. And now we got a timeout called by Phillips as Upperman changed up the look again defensively, and he wants to adjust, rightfully so. Luke, I can promise you I'm not doing that, brother. Can't agree more. Great way to start a Friday. Amy and Brian watching from Crossville. Not sure which one's watching from Crossville. Maybe both are. Ruth watching from Arkansas. Gail is watching, cheering on the Lady Bees. Keep those comments rolling in here. Out of the 30-second timeout, it'll be Phillips basketball, 43-35. With 7:18 to go in regulation. Inbound coming from just in front of the Loggers bench. And here we go, back to action now. Right side, Egebrecht. Flip pass over left side, Matea Eckert. Eckert works it back to Miller. Little inside-out passing. Gets to man-to-man. Or pardon me, it's the zone look again for the Lady Bees. Now they give to Brooke Eckert. Bounce it out, Egebrecht. Now flip pass. Butler tried to steal it. And it stays on this end. Brooke Eckert going to trigger from the free throw line and splashes it home, nothing but net. And it's down to a 6-point game. 37-43. Hamilton flips it back over to Bella Mullins. Mullins finds Hamilton. Hamilton to Delenti. Delenti thought about the 3. Good closeout, though. Forces her to put the dribble down. Now Hamilton drives and kicks to Mullins. Extra pass into the corner. 3 ball up and good. Gracie Butler with her second. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 of the half, rather. She's up to 9 points in the game. Now trying to break the press, losing it on the ground. Shot thrown up, no. Offensive rebound for a moment, and a foul's going to go on Butler, and she lost her shoe. Possession will stay with Phillips. Back to a 9-point lead for the Lady Bees, 46-37. And down here, looking at this zone. Phillips works it to the free throw line. Eckert. Brooke Eckert just hit a 2, flips over, shot thrown up with the right hand, and good. Egerbrecht with the finish. She's up to 18 in the game. Tied with Taylor Delenti for leading in scoring. Hamilton to Butler. Butler drives around Eckert, throws it up with the right hand. Good. There's a mismatch inside for Gracie Butler. She's starting to exploit it with her speed. Back and forth we go. Phillips knows they need a little run to really put the pressure on. Brooke Eckert sends it over right side to Miller. Miller picks up the dribble, floats it back out. Matea Eckert. Eckert slips it over Egerbrecht. Egerbrecht reverses floor. Miller. Miller puts the dribble, now fires a pass, nearly stolen. Instead, Brooke Eckert, again a free throw line shot, no good. This time Stiles with a rebound, and now here comes Hamilton. Hamilton back to Delenti. Taylor Delenti working through the defense, back out to Gracie Hamilton. Hamilton drives and kicks to Butler. Gracie Butler lines up the 3. She's feeling it, but that time misses everything, and possession goes back the other way. Loggers basketball, 4:52 to go, 48-39. Egerbrecht with it. South back to the scorer's table. She triggers the 3, no good. Butler with the rebound in traffic. It's knocked out of play, and possession goes to Upperman. South in for Hamilton. Another shooter back on the floor here for the Lady Bees. 12 threes today for Upperman. 6 from Delenti. She still hasn't hit one, though, in this second half. Butler spins it over to Delenti. Speaking of, she triggers the long 3, no good. Rebound goes right to Butler. Butler drives in, no call either way. We play on. South in some trouble. Eckert there defensively, and there's the foul. And Sadie South says, I'm not letting go of the basketball. So Matea Eckert called for the personal. There's a physical ball game happening right now, to say the least. It's been that way all the games that we've seen here in Florida. That's just how it's officiated, so you know you got to adjust to it. Both these teams have. South inside out to Mullins. Mullins over to Delenti. South open in the corner. She triggers the corner 3. Good! Sadie South with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Upperman coming to life, back out in front by 12 midway through this fourth and final quarter. Now looking for the pass. It goes out of play. Possession back to the Lady Bees. The question is that the 3 that they needed? Is Hamilton back to the scorer's table? See who she's checking in for. She's in for Bella Mullins. Mullins has had a long shift, so she gets a breather. 51-39, our score. Upperman out in front by 12 here in the fourth. Trying to get to 10-0 on the season. Delenti picks up her dribble. That pass tipped up using the length. Egerbrecht, she fires it ahead, running the floor for the lay-in. Good. Finished by Knack. Egerbrecht has been really, really impressive in this game. Delenti. Butler. She's wide open, so she'll trigger it. That's an easy 2 for Gracie Butler, who all of a sudden is looking like Gracie Butler. She's in the double digits. 13 points for the sophomore scorer. Now Eckert, mid-range jumper. That time doesn't get the fall, and again, Butler with the rebound. Now Gracie Butler starting to do Gracie Butler things. Coast to coast for 2. Good. Gracie Butler with the finish. 55-41. Upperman in front. And now on the other end, another trip to the line upcoming here as a foul is called. Taylor Delenti to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Ray, as I mentioned before, I have to break my neck to get over to see the scoreboard. The scoreboard is behind us and to our right, so really can only see it during stoppages as Delenti is up to 19 points. Like right now, we're at 2:41 to go in the game. I've moved a little bit so I can see it more often, but I don't have it within sight, so that's why you're not hearing a lot of that. Offensive rebound on a miss goes to Hamilton. Upperman now settling in, starting to pull away. Stiles gives it to Hamilton. She spins it up. Stiles wide open. She's going to take it inside instead and puts it up for two. Gets the higher percentage look for. And Upperman all of a sudden has woken up. There's a steal for Stiles. And the Lady Bees are back in Orlando. Stiles coast to coast up for two. No. Rebound tipped. Eckert has it. We're nearing 2 minutes to play. It's 58 to 41 in favor of Upperman. They're on a huge run. It was down to a 6-point game as Hamilton traveled as she went to take it ahead. And the Loggers get it back. Ava Mae Allen back into the game, as is Cora Bass here for Upperman. Back and forth passing. Now the three ball is up. No good. Rebound down to Lenti. This is going to be a tough choice for player of the game. Ava Mae Allen. Stick around postgame for the Swallows Insurance postgame show. Well, the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. Taylor DeLenti's little mid-range jumper won't fall. And it comes back the other way. Matea Eckert. No look pass into the corner. Three ball up and good. Splashed home by Allie Williams. And we've got a timeout called by the Loggers. Full timeout with 1:26 to go. It'll be our final full timeout of the game. Upperman 58, Loggers 44. This is Upperman basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Upperman closing in on 10-0. 1:26 to go in the game. They lead by 14, 58 to 44 over the Phillips Loggers, who had a great third quarter in this game after Upperman started fast, 16-point lead at the break, but a little too much Lady Bees in the end. Only question is the final score as Bella Stiles brings it up 3-on-2. Stiles kicks over to Sadie South. Open three. Good. Sadie South with her third. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. She's into double figures. And now we've got a little foul. It's funny, because for the most part, they let them get away with everything, and both ways. And then every once in a while, they'll call a random hand check. It's very interesting how it's been called. But it's been pretty consistent. I'm not complaining about it. It's just an interesting observation. Kick over left side, looking for her second three. Williams, she splashes at home. Allie Williams has a couple on 2 straight possessions for the Loggers. Back to a 14-point game at 61 to 47. South lost her footing. Now gets it to Bass. Bass gives over to Allen. Allen to Delenti. Delenti in some trouble, able to bounce back. They're calling that closely guarded, which it is for the most part. Running out of time, now she gets it to Bass. Bass, left-handed dribble, looking back door to Stiles. Bella Stiles inside, Upperman killing clock. Back out to Bass. Here comes the double team. Cora Bass, typically a pretty strong ball handler, and there's a foul. She got on her back a little bit. Egebrecht. Bass took a little bit of exception to that, I believe. .22 seconds to go in this one. Allen gets it into the backcourt for Cora Bass. And there's the little hand check into the body. We'll see if this is free throws, getting close to the bonus. Not yet. And Dana McWilliams going to empty the bench. Nash, Jones, Hickey into the game. Stiles, South, and Delenti's night is done. Or I guess day is done. The day's just beginning, really. Bass. In some trouble, finds Jones. Jones. Bass. Bass. In some trouble, buzzer sounds, and that will do it. Final score today in Orlando. Lady B 61, Phillips 47. Good game here, but it's Upperman coming out on top, and they get to 10-0 to open up the season. They'll play one more game tomorrow before heading back for another interesting matchup next week when they travel to Creekwood. That's a long road trip to face a very good team, but one more game in Orlando before we get there. We welcome you to the Swallows Insurance post-game show. Swallows Insurance has been a staple in the Upper Cumberland for decades. We thank them for their sponsorship of us here at UCR. Scoring from the game is as follows for the Lady Bees. 19 points for Taylor Delenti, including 18 in the first half on 6 threes. 13 points out of Gracie Butler, all of which came in the second half. So the first half it was Delenti. In the second half it was Butler. Sadie South with 11 points. She hit 3 triples in the game. 7 points today for Bella Mullins, 4 for Bella Stiles, and 2 for Cora Bass for a team total of 61. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. You know, Taylor Delenti was awesome with 6 threes. She was the player of the game yesterday, certainly could be again. But when that run came for Phillips, it was Gracie Butler who really helped them withstand the tide. So Gracie Butler, is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. We have never had a broadcast without saying Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. We certainly appreciate them, and all good. Make sure you check them out if you need like your shirts, all the UCR merchandise that we wear, the shirts, the hats, the polos, pullovers, all come from Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Trophies as well. We appreciate them, and Gracie Butler is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. We'll be back with boys basketball action as the Bees take on Homewood out of Alabama, but saying so long for now. Final score, Lady Bees 61, Loggers